Here we go, bro. Something off the wall. The brand new Soundstream Tarantulas. Let's play with one. So here it is, baby. The TPX1. So it's a monoblock, 1200D. Now the 1200D, that is its max power. Let's take a look at the back. This amplifier does 43 at 1 ohm, 23 at 2 ohm, 13 at 4 ohm. That's what it's rated at. Now I will say, if you guys want to pause it and read this, this is an excellent, it's very entertaining, but just to kind of give you a rundown. 1 ohm minimum impedance, 1.21 gigawatts Marty. It's got flex capacitors. It's so much fun stuff here. Just the damn box, just the read is awesome. So they make a few different series. The 2-channel, 4-channel, and then 4 monoblock options. The 1200 is almost the biggest. The 1800, which is rated for, if I'm not mistaken, around 7,000 watts. So here we have a knob. Mounting hardware. Some of those little mounting tabs for the amp. And then here it is, baby, the Tarantula. Now here's a closer look at the actual manual specs for this amplifier. And then here's the one larger. And then here is the 2-channel, 4-channel, and then the 1200 and 2300 monoblock options. Now these are all found on Amazon too, by the way. Let's check them out there. I like it. 0 gauge inputs. You guys know I'm a stickler for that shit. But you can see the internals. That thing is dope. Let's see here. Good size too. Not too shabby for 4,000 watts. Thick boy. Thick boy. So right off the bat, me and Mike are checking it out today. And here's the knob that it comes with. Not my preference of knob. I like a clipping indicator on the knob. But a lot of you guys use the RCA knobs anyway. On the side here, we have a 1 ohm speaker impedance, and there's your power clip and protect, much like a lot of the other Brazilian style amps. This is a full bridge, and then here's all your levels. So these amplifiers have some assembly required. The mounting feet do not come on the amp. I'm sure that's some sort of a shipping thing, but no problem. It's only 4 little machine screws on either side, and you're done. Unfortunately for this test, I got to take out this SFB2000. I will say that these amps are in the same family tree, but this Sundown is a monster. One of the best little 2000s I've ever had. But let's put this bitch in. Let's party, baby. Essentially, we should be doubling the wattage, right? So the Tarantula is installed. The 0 gauge machined inputs fit perfect. And like I was saying a little on the early side about the Sundown amp and the Tarantula amp having some shared DNA, the Sundown knob worked in the Tarantula. So yeah, that's dope. Like I said before, you can find it. More information, soundstream.com. And you can also find all these Tarantula amps on Amazon. So easy, you guys can order them right off Amazon and they come straight to you guys. And one more thing is the dual speaker inputs. I like the dual speaker inputs, but this one works just fine. It all depends on your wiring, on how your system is. And for this amplifier, the dual powers and negatives aren't recommended, please. They're always recommended. They aren't required, but for me, I had them, so bingo. the bourbon, baby. Ain't no suckers. Major tarantula shit today. Had some fun. Micah, even matching with the blue. Me and him matching with the blue today for this one. So, boom, baby. Soundstream tarantulas. Amazon, Soundstream.com. Check them out. Follow SoundstreamUSA. I got them tagged below. Thank you guys for watching. Hella banging, bro. Peace.
Let's talk about this TXP 12,000, shall we?
What makes it so bitchin', or what makes it suck? I'll tell you right now. So why is the TXP 12,000 a dope amplifier? I'll tell you why. In the price point that it sets, under $250, this thing claims a 4,000 watts. Now, normally you would say the old Soundstream amps or the old bullshit like that, it's inflated, it's bullshit. So I had somebody DM me and ask me, does this amplifier put out more watts than the 2,000 watt that you had in beforehand? Yes. I feel this thing fucking smacks way harder than the 2,000. I compare it closer to the 3,000. I'm not really sure, but I'd easily put it closer to the 3,000 versus the 2,000 watt amplifiers. So there you go. It already beats its price point. But what makes it cheaper? Well, as you guys saw in the first one, I did not like the bass knob that came with it. So there you go. There's a spot. The 10 gauge amp internals, I did put some electrical tape. Don't be mad at me. It's just, at least it's blue. It matches. The 10 gauge, I would love to see 8 gauge instead, but the 10 gauge it's working fine. Although it fits 0 gauge is like a fucking dream, so I ain't mad at that. But price per watt, this one will actually, in my opinion, will do some of that fucking wattage compared to some of the past amplifiers that you guys really like to just shoot at, take shots at. It's fine. When an amplifier has an inflated power rating, it should get shots fired at it. I promise you that. But if you look at an amplifier for what its RMS rating is and not for what its max rating is, look at the max rating like a model number. So this is the TXP 12,000, TXP1 12,000D. 12,000, what the fuck? Nah, man. 4,300 watts RMS is what it claims. I don't know if it's right under, but it sure as hell is not bullshitting when it comes to some watts here. So that's why this Soundstream amp was something that I just said, what? I gotta try one of these things. And I am impressed. I know I mentioned in the first video, but there's other model numbers. There's other models. There's models that go down to 1,200 RMS all the way up to 7,000 watts RMS. The 7,001 would be fun to play with. But for this one, the 43, I really do like it. I really, really like it. So much so that I'm keeping an eye on these Soundstream amps. On these, the TXPs, I'm going to keep my eye on them. I think you guys should too. Yeah, so I mean, just because you guys have never played with Soundstream beforehand doesn't mean you should shy away from this amplifier lineup. Remember that, you don't have to love the brand, but if they come out with something fire like that, boom, baby. It's not too shabby. So I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I want to give a big shout out to Jordan and a big shout out to Tyler. Jordan has been my contact with Soundstream, and Tyler is part of Team Soundstream, and he's been just giving me a little information. I've been talking to him about the TXP line. Very impressed. So this part 2 is actually really, really easy on me because in my view, the price tag that's set on it, this amplifier delivers. I'd love to try it in a full bridge. In a higher frequency for vocals and whatnot, but for subwoofers, it's fucking smacking my 18s around. Remember, you can check that amplifier and all the rest of them out, Soundstream.com, and you can check them out on Amazon. That's where I saw the pricing on this one, and the 7,000's right above $300. I mean, seriously, check them out. You might not get the full 7,000, but remember about your overhead. You always want to have a little overhead when it comes to wattage. So when it comes to the full bridge amps, it's nice to have the extra $1 per watt ratio so that you can have that overhead of power to accommodate for the voltage drop and the box rise. That's it. Keep an eye on those TXPs. See what's next. I hear rumblings of a 20,000, 40,000. So I don't know. So thanks for following the part 1 and part 2 of the Soundstream TXP 12,000 install. I appreciate all you guys commenting and liking and sharing the video. Stay banging, bros.
Remember, you can check that amplifier